have the drive to be a trapper. They question my skill and my motive. They call me a Hollywood trapper. I give it my all to this game called trapping so that she can experience the challenge.
Well, it's getting late. Sun's going down, baby. Smell that. Just screams coon. The brush pile set came about.
We as trappers push ourselves to the limits.
This is my first Mississippi cat. I hate it. There's a gray fox down here. I caught this pretty little red right here. That is a monster. They're so big we got to drag them like deer. Peyton's second beaver. This is what you experience when you go on a trapping trip. Brand new Beaver trap. Got the FB1. I see the tail. Beautiful. Brand new. It's got a muddy mess happening. We got one. Right exactly what I'm talking about. Right here in this dip. 1 second.
Robby, Gilbert, king of poor man's dome. Because you haven't seen that possible.
Got something up here. Aha! 175s are definitely doing their job.
Do you have what it takes to play the game?
Three.
Follow me on my journey. This is my story. This is my time. This is trapping time. Trapping time is brought to you by Dakota Line Snares at DakotaLineSnares.com. Hilltop Outdoor Supply at HilltopOutdoorSupply.com. Duke Trap Company at DukeTraps.com. Southern Snares and Supply at SouthernSnares.com. Old South Lures at OldSouthLures.com. Webster's Predator Control at ShopWebster'sPredatorControl.com. F&T Trading Post at FNTPost.com. Big Game Gut Glove at BigGameGutGlove.com. Night Owl Lures at NightOwlLures.com. Wolf Creek Products at WolfCreekProducts.net. J3 Outdoors at J3O.com. American Coon Cap at AmericanCoonCap.com. Smokey's Deer Lure at Smokey'sDeerLure.com. Funk Trap Tags at FunkTrapTags.com.
Hello folks, and welcome to this week's show. This week we're headed back to Mississippi. We're going to show you some of the animals we caught that didn't quite make the cut for the Mississippi episode. And before the end of the show, we're going to give a big thank you back to the people that make this possible, the fans. But first, let's head to one of my favorite places in the swamp. We're in Mississippi, and even after 20 years of trapping, I'm going to show you another first.
Yesterday, we're in here setting beaver and otter traps, and we saw this crossover, and it was still wet. It was middle of the day, so we kind of thought it might have been an otter coming across here, but the culprit was something different. We caught us big old swamp pocket. This thing is pretty cool. We've got muskrats up north, but we do not have these things. My first nutria, and I don't know if that's big or not, but to me it's huge. It is absolutely huge. It almost looks like a beaver. Enormous. We did a 330 on a dryland set here. This was almost perfect. This channel had been so washed out, it made almost a perfect spot to slide that trap right in there. We just plugged a hole and hoped for the best and got lucky enough to snag this old boy. But it was a simple set. We got a bigger creek right here. I mean, it's obvious these animals are coming back and forth, and it was a set that took about 2 minutes to make, and lots of fun. We're gonna get him out of here. We'll get this trap back in here and carry this big old boy out of here. Like I said, I don't know if this is big or if this is small, but to me this is absolutely enormous. Crazy, absolutely crazy. All right, this is our finished set. Pretty simple. Hopefully we get lucky enough and an otter sneaks his way over this breastwork, but if not, I'll take another one of those. Maybe we'll just get us a mated pair and get it mounted. Always a first when you're out trapping. There's always a chance for a first, and that was definitely my first. I can just talk Justin into carrying this thing out of here.
Hey, you gonna leave your safety cases on? You gonna take them off?
I'm gonna take them off.
That is the biggest Mississippi muskrat I have ever seen. Now let's see if lightning strikes twice.
Well, the other day I caught my first nutria. We have a nice little travel way coming up in, and today I caught another one. Now this one here looks like it might be a little bit bigger than the one we caught yesterday. I would say it is. They are a absolutely cool animal. You know, being from the north, we have muskrats, and these things here, they're like muskrats on roids. Just huge. The fur's a little coarser than what I thought it was going to be, but very easy to trap. Like I said, we just stuck this 330 here. We got an H stand. We just get it in their way. This natural brush right here is making it perfect because we can close this hole in so easily. It takes minimal effort to get it all secured in, but I'm having a lot of fun catching these things. I always say that muskrats are for women and kids. I'd say if you're gonna hunt these things down, that's a man's sport. That's a man's sport, but all right, let's get this set remade. Now we got these H stands from Hilltop Supply, and they're a little different than what I'm normally used to because they fit inside the Coney Bear, and I was a little worried if I was gonna like them, but I think I love them. They fit so tight inside there, and I was so worried because I thought there's gonna be a lot of play, but once the springs are compressed, it fits in there super rock tight, and they're not going anywhere. It's not going to take a lot to get them directed down here because they're already going to be headed down that way. But I like to throw just a couple more pieces of this in here just to give them a say, hey, you know what? Here's your opening. All right, guys, that's a finished set. That's my nutria number 2. I don't know if you could call me an expert yet, but I'm definitely working on my way of getting there.
I've been a professional trapper for over 40 years, and in that time, I've skinned literally thousands of animals. I've learned that it doesn't matter how cool a knife looks on your hip. What really matters is sharpness and reliability. And that's why I created the Weeby Wicked Sharp line of replacement blade knives. These are knives that will quickly skin your critters without skinning your wallet. Visit WeebyKnives.com to get the new Monarch folding knife with 3 replacement blades for just $19.95. Weeby Knives, Wicked Sharp.
Before you make your next trapping supply purchase, be sure to check out TrappingTimeTV.com. We have an extensive line of products, and we're adding new products all the time. If you see it on the show, we have it. Don't forget to check out the Trapping Time line of baits and lures. You will definitely want to try out our #1 selling Back 40 Predator bait. We also are the home of the Trapping Time Trap Bed Cookie Cutter. Make TrappingTimeTV.com your last stop.
F&T Fur Harvesters Trading Post, Alpena, Michigan. We have all of the equipment that you need for trapping, hunting with hounds, predator calling, and fur handling supplies. We also carry a great selection of tanned fur and fur-related products. Whether you've been trapping for a lifetime or just want to get started in the field, we have everything you need to get you pointed in the right direction. Call us today and we'll send you our full color catalog where you can get equipped for your next trip on the line. F&T Fur Harvesters Trading Post. Everything you need.
Welcome back. Now, I tell you what, when I walked up to those things, and being from Pennsylvania, that's about as close to a muskrat as we can get. And I'm sitting there looking at these like, holy cow. I mean, my first initial thought when I looked down in that creek bank was, oh my God, I caught a beaver. And then I seen that tail and I was like, woohoo, I caught a nutria. I was super, super pumped. The only thing I could think of was one thing. That thing's going to the taxidermist. Because back home, we call them conversation pieces. That thing's going on my coffee table, and I'm going to tell everybody how that I caught this big muskrat in the local pond. All right, now we're going to go to the F&T Set of the Week with Mark Steck from Dakota Line Snares, and he's going to show us a unique setup that he does for Mink.
We're going to put in a mink blind set here, and in mink, for many years, you know, through World War I and through the Depression area and World War II, mink were big money, real big money. And most guys were blind setters back then. And I learned from a blind setter. And he was 50 years older than me. And I learned a lot from him. I mainly pocket set now, but I like to revisit the blind setting, in part because it's history, and secondly, I think it takes a little more skill. You have to know a little bit more about mink to catch mink in blind sets. Once you know that, that's very easy, very effective. Millions and millions of mink were caught in blind sets during those money days. And so we're at a bridge here, and one of the beauties of a bridge is most mink will go under a bridge. Sometimes they'll go up and around, and you can blind set in those cases too, but we're going to do one set today, and this was a very common set back in the day. If I see somebody making this set now, I know that they have a link to the past or they're very old. So we have along here just a straight wall of a bridge. Mink hug things. The old blind setters would tell you mink hug things. They hug edges. They hug banks, and that's how they take advantage of the mink's habit. So we're going to come up here, and we don't have any mink tracks down here today. I was kind of hoping there would be, but this spot here is good for 2 to 3 mink for me a year. We're going to take advantage of that mink, how he's going to hug this wall. And he's going to be coming down here, going this way, and jump up onto this and be on land. Or he'll be coming off land, and he'll come here and hug it. Why they hug things, I don't know, but they do. 1.5 coils, that's my mink trap of choice. Back in the day, the hardcore mink trappers, a lot of them would use 1.5 long spring. Blake and Lamb. Blake and Lamb, the original Blake and Lamb were the strongest. I still like the original Blake and Lamb, the post pan. We're going to set 2 traps here. That was pretty common on a blind set. And they're bedded nice. That's nice soft mud. And then we're going to put a guide stick in right here. And that's going to just keep them hugging that wall. I think we'll put it in just a little closer. Some guys will put in a jump stick. The fact that I got 2 traps here, I don't see the need. That mink's going to hit one of those. Mink drown easy. And so he's just going to go out and drown. It's a deadly set. That's what it is. Very effective.
From the hills of West Virginia, Smokey's Deer Lures presents the first and only real pre-orbital gland lure in the world. Applying pre-orbital gland lure to a licking branch will allow you to take a complete inventory of the bucks at your favorite hunting spot. Get yours at smokiesdeerlure.com.
For some of us, trapping season never ends. It's in our blood and defines the very person we are. Let Southern Snares and Supply be part of your trapping world. Be sure to try out our best-selling capital punishment predator bait and our new Pure Gator Oil.
The Big Game Gut Glove is revolutionizing the way big game hunters and trappers are successful in the field. The 26-inch version fits over your elbows and protects you and your expensive hunting clothing from blood or cold water. They're made to fit your hands from extra small to extra large.
What I like about them, I can feel with them.
Existing products on the market don't give you the feel or protection you need. Wet or dry, the special non-slip grip bonds tightly to whatever you're handling. The Big Game Gut Gloves are reusable so you save money and promote going green.
Welcome back. Thanks a lot, Mark. I really appreciate those tips. Now let's head back to Mississippi. We're going to hook up with Justin Rogers from Old South Trapping Lures, and he's going to show us a unique set that he did in a culvert and trapped a really nice Mississippi beaver.
Alright, we're at our creek crossing on our farm. We crossed the creek. You can see it's kind of washed over. The creek's a little high. I had a 330 collar bear duke right here. You know, otters and beavers are coming right through here. They go either side. There's a current right here, so I set my trap here. But I couldn't find it. I've been looking and I see it. I don't know if the current washed him up, but he's buried over here. He's buried over here just about. pretty good sized flathead. I had it on the stabilizer in the middle of the creek, and he was able to pull it up. You can see that's a pretty good sized beaver. So I'm gonna get him out of the trap and we'll get it reset and be waiting for the next otter beaver that comes down the creek. All right, we're just gonna get it set right here at the end of this culvert right here. And there's a big mound of mud right here, just wide enough for a 330. We're just gonna put this back on this stabilizer. I put it in the second notch because this creek is very swift. The current's pretty strong. Yesterday it was on the water completely, but water level's dropping a little bit, but I think it'll be okay. Put this dive stick, just gonna lay it right on top of it. Just another stick or two here. Just kind of break up the outline. That's really all you gotta do. And they're used to coming down through here. They know it's so swift. They just can go right in that trap. And hopefully we'll have another one tomorrow.
Alright, now I know you guys all got tired of watching Justin trap by himself. Now we're going to hook him up with his favorite trapping partner, his son Mitch. Now as I'm with these guys, because I'm actually running the camera and I'm on this trip, you know, when I'm seeing him with Mitch, it just makes me think of me and Peyton. Because you guys all know she's my favorite trapping partner. And Justin and Mitch have that same relationship. So when you can see a parent out with their kid like that, and then experiencing the same things that they, introducing each other to the, the things that everybody loves, it just has a real soft spot in my heart. And I think you guys sitting at home that have kids or around them, you guys are going to appreciate this next segment because you guys are going to know exactly what I'm talking about.
We're back in this beaver swamp today. We're pulling our traps today, and we come up to this this dam here and see what we call a beaver in the 330. What this is, we got a big beaver down behind us. It's been here for years. And these beavers, a little trail coming off the dam, coming down this little creek here. This creek runs into the main creek about a quarter mile away. And these beaver and otter, they're just coming back and forth, traveling from creek to creek. And we got lucky this morning. Got a pretty good size, decent sized beaver. Got a good suitcase to the Duke 330. What you think, Mitch? Good deal? Make another happy farm. So we're gonna get this out. We'll show you the remake, and then we'll get on our way. All right, we got our trap reset. You see, it's just a simple, like a little run set. We got it on our 8 stand. We didn't need to put these sticks to stabilize it, but just kind of break up that square outline. Especially in case an otter were to come up through here, they wouldn't get square shy. We got a couple sticks on the side, and hopefully we're going to leave this trap here. Probably this is on my property, so we'll probably leave it here another day or two, and hope for something to feed right up through here. We'll make another catch.
Captioning for Trapping Time is brought to you by Duke Traps, America's best trap value.
Trapping products by J3 Outdoors, the most versatile and efficient trapping devices on the market.
F&T Fur Harvesters Trading Post, Alpena, Michigan. We have all of the equipment that you need for trapping, hunting with hounds, predator calling, and fur handling supplies. We also carry a great selection of tanned fur and fur-related products. Whether you've been trapping for a lifetime or just want to get started in the field, we have everything you need to get you pointed in the right direction. Call us today and we'll send you our full color catalog where you can get equipped for your next trip on the line. F&T Fur Harvesters Trading Post. Everything you need.
Man, that was awesome, Justin. I mean, watching you and Mitch work together, it was just like watching me and Peyton work together back home, And I know you're building those memories with him that he's going to, 10 years from now, he's going to be talking about the time that he showed you how to catch that beaver underneath that big bush. Now folks, we wanted to do something for the people that make these shows possible. And yes, it's the sponsors. The sponsors are the ones that pay the bills. But at the end of the day, it's the fans that keep us on the air. Because you guys are the ones that buy the sponsor products. So let's sit back, you know, and I'm on Facebook and we're on social media. And you know, I like to communicate with the fans. I mean, any fan who's ever sent me a message can tell you one thing. What do? I respond. You know, I always said if I ever got to the point where I was in a position that I could share information, you know, when I was a young kid, I reached out to a lot of these big name hunting stars, and a lot of them didn't want to waste their time with me. And I always said if I ever got the chance to make it in this business, I was never going to be that guy. So I get messages all the time, people asking me, you know, Robbie, why do you do this? You know, hey, I got this problem with this coyote. He keeps fooling with my traps. What can I do? So I always want to be able to give back. Well, here's another way I want to give back. A lot of you guys remember that follow me on Trapping Time, we ran somewhat of a contest last spring about, and all I asked for was I wanted to see some catch pictures, and I wanted to use some of our sponsored products. And the outpouring was overwhelming. We got some really awesome pics, and I tell you what, we got some really great stories to go with it. What we're going to do this segment here, we're going to flash some of probably the best ones that we've got. And what we're going to try and do every year is we want to see you guys bring and start sending your catch pictures into us because we love seeing them. I love knowing that when I get that message from that 12-year-old kid, hey Robbie, you helped me catch my first coyote. That's the kind of stuff that means a lot to me. It's not that I'm on national TV, knowing that I'm out there helping somebody, because when I was a little kid, you know, I've told the story before, I was a first-generation trapper. You know, I came from a family of hound hunters and deer hunters. When I started talking trapping, you know, they didn't want to hear that. They didn't care. So when I got started, you know, we didn't have YouTube. We didn't have, I mean, there wasn't even a lot of videos, especially in my neck of the woods. You know, I lived in southwestern Pennsylvania. I mean, we had fox, but that was about it. So any information I had to get, you know, maybe I'd talk to a local trapper and try to steal a little bit. But, you know, that generation, the information just wasn't there. They didn't want to give it out. So, you know, I learned a little bit, you know, and that's why a lot of guys look at my style and say, boy, that's wrong, that's different. It's not different, that's how I learned. That's why, I mean, I had to do everything on my own. This is the way I found a way to make it work. Now, a lot of you guys sitting at home, you know, first thing you guys do when you got a trapping question, what do you guys do? You click on YouTube, and we love being on YouTube. You know, of course, we're here on the Pursuit channel, but we love it that we're on YouTube so you guys can reach out and check out what we're doing. You know, 3 months from now, you're going to say, how would Robby do when he caught that coyote? You know, that's what we love about social media and YouTube, that the information's there. You know, we didn't have that information growing up, so that information is there for you to grab a hold of, and you can learn. You know, a lot of the guys, one of the things that Jeremy Kelch and I laugh about is we get a lot of responses on YouTube, too many commercials. Guys, this isn't a YouTube show. We're on national TV. There are no more commercials that you're watching than when you watch Law & Order on Tuesday nights on TBS. It's the same amount of commercials, but because a lot of you guys are watching on YouTube, you know, you don't understand that, oh, this is on national TV. So I just wanted to clear that up for you. Another reason we do that is because the sponsors that we use, we want to make sure you know what products we're using. So this segment here, we're just wanting to show some of the catches with some of the sponsor products that we're using every week. When you guys watch us every week, these are the same products that we're using. Once again, I would just like to thank you, the fans, because you guys are the ones that make it possible for Trapping Time to come into your home every Sunday night at 5:30. Be sure to join us next week for probably one of my favorite shows of the year, the Highlight Show. Hard to believe, episode 13, the last show of the season. We're going to highlight the highs and lows of our 2016-2017 Trapping Time season. It's sure to be a lot of fun. And like we always say, we're keeping a tradition alive here at Trapping Time.
Folks, be sure to follow our Trapping Time Facebook page and check out our website, trappingtimetv.com, for all your Trapping Time apparel and trapping supplies.